And that's why I think dogs should be able to run for presidency. Anyway, let's not get political.
I could name several dogs that I would rather vote for than the options I will likely have next year. So
Yeah, but
One of them is Ein.
his foreign policy is kind of weak, to be honest.
But how many of those dogs are secretly neo-Nazis? I mean, can you really be safe?
His running mate's Raph, and Raph's just gonna run everything behind the scenes.
Yep, for sure.
So in other news,
we got to burst that jingle, jangle, jingle.
So we are short a Nari tonight,
How dare
sadly,
she?
because of some old person who got older. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get in. It's been a while since we played my campaign. And for anybody who does happen to be watching, I managed to delete all my notes for this campaign, so I've had to rebuild them, and I'm missing things. So I'm also making stuff up as we go along, because I don't remember half of what I said. That's why I had notes, which I lost.
Fuck yeah.
However,
he's exactly as prepared as I am every game.
That being said, when last we saw our heroes, Nate the Human Ranger, Gobs the Harengon Warlock, Othokent the Lizard Folk Life Domain Cleric, Talah the Half-Orc Druid, and Abraham the Human Wizard. Our friends ran into an old ally from a previous campaign who sent them on a mission, or assisted them in their mission to find out what was going on with the random gruesome murders in the town. This was being done in an attempt by Lyria to clear her name. Because everybody was suspecting the one known devil of being the one creating all these corpses. As you guys followed some hints and trails, you eventually found your way down to a basement full of evil cultists, to which the group engaged them, and after a difficult battle were able to defeat them, including a specter that was floating around wielding a scythe of a previously thought long-dead enemy. And that's where we're going to pick up this week. So, as you guys are standing around, having defeated everybody, I believe we killed all of the bad guys.
Yes, the world is finally at peace, and we are about to rest on our laurels and celebrate.
Yep. So, I'll flip us over here just so we can remember the layout of the building and where we're at.
This is the Dark Ritual.
I don't remember why there's a crab.
Because that was a spiritual weapon.
That's right.
Or something like that.
It was something like that. I think it was a spiritual weapon, and I used that for the sake of it. So, first and foremost, I need Abraham. Well, anybody can roll a perception check to notice this. So, perception checks from everybody.
Holy fuck, I'm low on spell.
Lame dog.
Dark.
I didn't mean to roll advantage.
Sorry about that.
10.
Dark, you're on push to talk again.
No, he said
Yes,
sorry
I am.
about that. I heard him.
I didn't see shit.
So, everybody but Milla notices on the ground in... Nope, no thanks. I don't want Fog of War. So, around the chest in the middle of the room that the girl was laying across and bleeding all over,
Ecstatically.
there is a runic circle around it and symbols on the ground. Anybody who is trained in religion or arcana can do a roll to understand what that ritualistic symbol is.
Good luck.
Do I have the ability to read it, considering I can read all writing?
I mean, you can read it, but that doesn't necessarily tell you what it does.
rolled a 21.
Awesome. So both Abraham and Othokent realize that this is a ritual circle that will take things that are magical and pull the energy out of them and force them into something else. And both of you would also know that this is definitely a demonic rite and a blood ritual. So it seems that you interrupted the rite of siphoning magic from something.
So whatever's in the chest.
You could deduce very easily whatever's in the chest is very likely magical. And they were in the process of siphoning that magic to power something.
Is the something in this room?
Typically, it's used to empower an entity. So this may have been how they were attempting to, putting two to two together. They were probably using this to siphon energy from magical items to heal and re-empower the specter.
Considering how Abraham is the strongest character, I'm going to go over here and start pushing on the lid and see if I can get the chest open.
It's heavy, but not ridiculously heavy. You are able to open the chest.
Okay.
Is anybody else going to be over there with him as he does this?
Because Cloud Kills got at radius. I mean,
Right.
Nate will join from a distance.
I would imagine Otho's next to it, considering how he was reading the lid.
Yeah, Otho would probably be up there.
There we go.
All right, so I need both Abraham and Othokent to roll D100s for me. Uh, 53.
Free game.
Okay.
What? Rule of
And a
three?
93.
Yeah.
All right. So I need Nate and Milla to both roll D4s for me.
Just one.
Just one D4.
Okay, so Othokent's in one piece, but man, Abraham, you're in 4 pieces.
Yes, that is it. That is it. Okay. So
That's the amount of failed death saves.
Automatically stacked up at once. Abraham's
Nate?
dead.
Nate?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me another D100 roll, please.
I think it might be treasure rolls.
I know, I'm fucking with them.
Roll something else. That's lame. Roll again.
I love it.
I've done that. I've done that.
No, I'm not going to give you an ammunition +1. We can do better.
Ammunition +1's so lame.
Here, a single +1 sling bullet.
Yep.
It's a 9mm bullet. Good luck finding the gun.
All right, you find a potion that has a yellow viscous liquid in it that is boiling and mildly hot to the touch. If you take a
A
sniff
potion
of
of
it,
boiling piss.
no, it's a potion.
It's a potion of ever boiling piss.
ever
Thank you.
boiling. Yes,
you.
yes, it does not stop. It's not just a momentary thing. So it is a potion of fire breath.
Fire breath. Okay.
Oh, cool.
For when you really want to be pissed.
All right, now we need. It's a 93. Da, 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 dum. All right, Doc. Or Gobs, or whatever the hell I'm calling you. I need. You rolled a D4. Good crap. I need a D100, please.
$11.
11.
It's all the hot rolls today.
There is a very fancy longbow in there. Nate,
Ooh.
give me another D100.
Too bad no one here uses longbows. I'm gonna eat it with the arm.
There you go.
No, please. No.
By the way,
Hey,
it is a +1 longbow. Nate,
Nice.
you see a slender wand with fancy arcane engraving on it. That's also in there. It's a +1 wand to the war mage, as a note, because I can't think of another +1 weapon to give you, and you both rolled +1 weapons. Let's have. Good
We
lord.
could have a Road of the Pack Keeper.
No, we couldn't, because that's not what I said.
Oh.
Abraham, give me a D100. $38.
You
There's
also
a-
had me. Did you miss my 93 I rolled earlier, or did you already use that?
No, this is what we're doing. You rolled
Okay.
to the one of the highest loot tables.
Oh, okay.
There are, and this is so funny because of this group. There are a set of shiny metal gauntlets, which, when identified, will be gauntlets of ogre power.
Yes.
All right, Othokent, give me one more D100.
Who?
Othokent.
Whippa!
87. Roll again. I'm not going to waste your roll on that.
Oh god.
20.
20.
Hammer of Thunder? What?
And there is a shield.
Ooh.
Hello there.
A shield.
Specifically a sentinel shield.
I have no idea what this is.
There
It's
is
a piece of
one.
metal you hold in front of you to protect yourself from incoming attacks.
Yes,
yes.
I have one.
Nate,
Yeah.
you notice something else with the last item that is pulled out of the chest. It is a flat, 6-inch by 6-inch rectangle, carved out of ash wood, which is a specific type of wood you're very familiar with. It grows all around your house at home. You also notice, even at this distance, the maker's mark that's on the back of this item is your mother's maker's mark.
What
Meaning that
the
it's
heck?
very likely that your mother carved the wood that this item was made out of.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab it.
As you grab it, you'll notice, and this is going to be hard to describe, but so it's 6-inch cube or square, and there's a little latch in the middle of it that when you undo it, it actually folds open. Think of like a folding chessboard, right? So, but these two sides fold open, and what you see is 3 mirrors. Now, you're going to want to write this down because this is a custom item.
I am writing.
And I didn't write it down. So this is the mirror of 3 fates. Anytime a d20 is rolled on any type of action within 60 feet of your character, you can exchange one of the fates that's stored in the mirrors for that fate.
Does it exchange the roll into the mirror?
It trades the rolls, right? So basically, like, say you rolled a 5 and you wanted to exchange one of the rolls that's saved in the mirror, the 5 goes in the mirror, that other roll comes out. So, and this can be on any d20 roll, and and you can do this 3 times per day. So once per day. By its
But there's
nature,
only one number every time.
no.
There's not 3 different numbers. It's one
There's
number?
3 different numbers.
Oh,
There's 3 different numbers, and
you
it
get-
starts. Hold on.
Okay.
Shut. So that's why it's called the Mirror of 3 Fates, because it can store up to 3 at a time. And it starts out with a 1, a 10, and a 20 saved in it.
Hey.
So, and you can, once you attune to it, though, it does require attunement, and it does have to be on your person, right? You don't have to be like holding it out, but it needs to be in your backpack, right? That's on you. And it is a reaction to swap a roll. So let's say you roll a 5 and you want to swap the 20 for the 5. The 20 leaves, the 5 goes in. So then you would have a 1, a 10, and a 5. And it doesn't have to be. It can be your rolls. It can be ally rolls. It can be enemy rolls. If a
Is there a
d20 is
save?
rolled, you can do it. No,
Is there a
there's no
against it?
save.
Ooh.
Nope. Works just. It's similar to divination rolls. Only instead of rolling a couple dice at the beginning of the day, he's basically got these die that he can. He's got his piggy bank of die rolls. Does that make
Okay,
sense? What it does?
Yes, I've noted it down. That's awesome.
It is awesome. I was like, whoa, there's more than I thought in that thing.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's handiwork. Woohoo!
What did your mom do for a living to make that thing?
He's a skilled carpenter.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, I don't know how you put magic in it. I'm not sure that was her.
Also, on the date that's on it, it's actually 2 years before your parents met. So this is something. It's old. So
And
it's older than you by about 4 years.
okay.
All right, so we have Gaunts of Ogre Power. We have a Cube of Fates, or Mirror Fates. Cube of Mirrors of... the thing. And then we have a potion. That's it. Oh, and a wand and a bow.
Yeah,
was the
plus
wand?
1 bow. The Sentinel Shield.
The Sentinel Shield? Thought it was a wand.
No, so
There's a wand of the.
There's a
War
wand of the
Mage.
War Mage plus 1,
That's
a
it.
longbow plus 1, a Sentinel Shield, the mirror, and a potion of Fire's Breath. A Fire Breath.
There's also this thing here. Gobx has been popping a squad next to the scythe all this time, by the way.
Perception check.
No. 7.
No. No, it makes sense that Gobs would look at it, then get distracted, then start thinking about things, and then look back at it and not realize what's happening.
Yeah.
What about him? You want it?
No, that's sort of my point. What about it? I mean, it seems to do something, right? It was like the floating guy had it, right?
Is it identifiable with the rest of the stuff?
Is anybody else going to go over and look at it?
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
Perception
Also-
checks. Or anybody
Also,
who
my
walks over
arm
and looks
gets
at
the heebie-jeebies whenever I put it near. I remember that from last session, that if I put my arm near it, it feels repulsed. I don't know if that is
Yeah,
still the case.
none of us.
Othokent!
Rolled
Yeah.
above a 10. Woo!
Jeez. As you walk over and look at it, Othokent, you can. So the other people see this scythe, but what you notice is that it's rapidly rusting and decaying.
Well, it seems like whatever the implement is doing is that it's destroying itself rapidly.
Huh.
Really,
Yeah.
any reason to try to... Can we... I mean, do we let it? I'm just kind of confused.
And we
just
stop
kinda,
it.
Yeah, like just kind of confused. Like, what do we do about it?
Oh,
You know, like a mending spell, Mr. Grissom.
It takes 10 minutes to cast mending.
Well,
At this point, it is basically a pile of red dust in the shape of a scythe. That's how rapidly it was deteriorating.
Well,
Oh, it's not 10 minutes. What am I thinking? It costs 10 minutes to cast them.
it costs
But
10
that's
minutes.
No, it's 1
if
minute.
you were gonna
1
do
minute.
it-
It's 1 minute, not 10. Okay.
Yeah,
well, does
but
anyone
if
have
you
a vacuum at least?
if you were going to cast it ritually, it's 10 times as long. Maybe what you were thinking,
Maybe.
because that's what Arch always does in your game. Is he ritual casts it?
Hey,
Well, the
Abraham,
cancer.
could you
Go ahead.
Abraham, could you step like 5 feet closer to me?
Oh, of course.
Good. I cast Prayer of Healing.
That takes 10 minutes.
So, everyone's hurting. And also, it's got to heal a bit more than that. Just give me a sec.
It's already a ton.
Yeah, it's got heal for 2 plus spell level in addition to that. So that's 4 additional. So 17 hit points to everyone.
Alright, 4 additional.
Dang.
Yeah.
That almost brings me up to half
That's
in one spell.
I'm 5 under max.
Yeah, it just
Thank
ate
you
my
very
last.
much, Othokent.
You're welcome. You're quite welcome. It
I'm
took my last second circle spell.
The image in my mind comes to me about putting on these ogre gauntlets, just being this massive bully, pushing you guys around. Get over there, Pipsqueak. Aren't you the mage? Get over there. Tell you what I tell you to do, huh? Do it.
Shut up, nerds.
Shut up. Shut up, weaklings. I'm gonna go read a book.
I've been bullied for being a weak nerd for 82 years.
I'm turning it
Now-
around right now.
Now you can call me Grand Magister Gaines.
Grand Magister Gaineswell.
So,
Oh, God.
about the time you finish that prayer of healing, you hear a set of footsteps coming down the stairs.
Over here, down to the south.
Yep. And when the door opens, it's that guy with the really weird fake name. Oh, right.
Mixelplix? What was his name?
Oh, what was his stupid name? Like
Mixel Spidlick.
drag something. What did he call himself?
I don't want to call him
Queen?
Mixelplix.
It's not. That's not his name.
I was gonna say, let's not turn it into that.
Doc, do you remember what it was? It was drag like Shadow's beard or something.
Oh,
Oh, wait. I know who you're talking about now. Okay, give me a moment.
Okay. I've got to delete
Thorn
that GIF.
Shadow Strike?
No,
Judge Thorn Shadow? Okay.
that is on my second screen. Is horribly distracting. I'm
What
sorry.
is?
It was a good joke. Your GIF you posted.
You talking about the titties?
Yeah, because I'm sitting there trying to pay attention to what I'm doing, and they're just wobbling in my
Wobbling on the-
peripheral vision. I was like, goodness.
Okay,
Not
give me a moment,
helpful.
Give me a moment. We have it here.
Male instinct kicking in.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
booby.
Hey, boob. I
Give me
looked
a
up-
moment.
Were you looking up?
I'm looking it up because I have it right here. It's somewhere in this. Where the hell did it? Drac Ravenborn.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. Drac Ravenborn comes walking through the door.
And we all know that that's not the real name. Well, anyone except Gobs.
Right.
Because
Good-
Gobs did
good.
not figure that out.
Because the character's really good at making up fake names.
Oh yeah, he's so good.
Well,
The best.
seems like you guys had some fun.
Seems to have stopped some sort of ritual for absorbing magic into something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a demonic ritual. I've seen it a couple times before. They were trying to reanimate the body of the guy who was trying to feed them power. He opens a pack of gum and pops like 3 in all at once. But we found the casket that guy was in, and we've got it secured. So this should resolve all of this. So good job, everybody.
Yes. Well, what did we get from this? What did we agree to do?
When you made a deal with the Aranese that works with Dryden, where she would provide the Bayatorian green steel, for your project, and I
That's
believe
what it was.
a certain amount of gold. I don't remember those amounts. They were in my notes that are lost.
We could go back and watch the old video in between sessions, I think.
It was something like 3,500 gold or something like that.
It was an amount of gold.
Yeah. But yeah. So, and then Drag Dark Raven or whatever the crappy name is. Basically, he just gave you a lead on to follow to help with it.
He, I believe, also did offer something for us doing it, basically on top. So it's like, you're going to be doing it anyway. I
You
remember
know,
we were really suspicious of that bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going to walk over. Who's going to come up and talk to him as he's walking in? He's chewing the giant wad of gum in his mouth.
Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to do it then.
Hey, kiddo. Thanks for the smokes. I needed one. Or all of them. They're gone. And
Yeah,
I'm
I
moderately
know.
sorry. So I promised you guys some money for this, right?
Yeah, I believe that.
Like 50 gold each?
It was a lot higher than that.
53 gold each.
That's not a lot.
Okay, what? I look, I've slept twice since then and had to talk to my best friend, which is exhausting. So,
We talked earlier today.
right, it's been a day. So how about this? And he pulls out and he goes, "I'll give you two things. Number one, here's 2,000 gold, and number two," and he hands you a business card, and it's for a business called S/J Associates. He goes, if you're ever in the capital and you need work, go there and tell them tell them that Nissa sent you.
Nissa.
Uh-huh.
Is that your actual name?
No. But it's an actual name of somebody they know.
What if the person's there and goes, I don't know those people?
If Nissa's there and you describe who it was that gave you the card, she's going to know who sent you. You'll be fine.
What if she hates you?
Don't go there on a Tuesday and you'll be okay. She likes me every day except for Tuesday.
When a Tuesday?
It's bathing day. For her, not me. So we chase her around with water guns. She hates it.
What is your organization again?
I would think she doesn't hate it. She'd make it uncomfortable for everybody by enjoying it way too much.
No, come Tuesday, she's already in the office naked. People are hiding.
That's right.
Bring out
You
your
want to do
guns.
it? You want to do this now?
No, we don't wanna do
Sean
this. You're
shoots
the
her
only
with
one who
the
wants to
water gun. She's like, "Oh, you got it in my eye, senpai." And Sean's like, "All right, you made it weird. You've made it weird. I'm leaving."
But I'm not stopping. You just really made it weird.
It's only if it's Maitland.
But look,
Only if it's Maitland. Maitland's not involved in this. He knows where this goes.
Just trust me. It'll be fine.
Oh no, bathing day reaches Magellan, whether he wants it or not.
He's in his war room planning the next strike, and Nissa and Sean come running through naked, shooting each other with water guns. It's like, oh, I didn't realize it was Tuesday already.
He was on vacation in a different city. Suddenly there were noises coming from his closet.
But yeah, so good work, everybody.
Right. Soon.
You might want to leave before the rest of my team gets here, because they will ask way more questions than you probably want to answer.
Okay.
Will they know your name?
Well, I mean, I pay them, so yeah.
Oh, well, then we'll just ask them your name.
Okay, but they'll probably arrest you, because
Okay.
they actually make me do my job.
All right. It'd be like that. No name.
And you're a free
Teasing 'em.
person. You can make your own choices, sir.
I assume we're all leaving.
I'm just writing down the S&J Associates
Mm-hmm.
business
And
card.
2,000 gold.
And 2,000 gold, which we will be splitting. At least I'll recommend we do. Also, I want to do
I
a thing
will.
before we go.
Okay.
So, Gobs,
I wanna
do you
try and
want
steal
to
his
pick up
gun.
that iron dust?
You're gonna try to steal his gum.
Yeah, the remainder of the packet. He stole my
Just from his mouth.
yeah, from his mouth. Just whoop. Just not
Just go
noticing.
full Frenchie.
Continuing to chew on his tongue without noticing. Oh yeah, he's gonna catch it.
Give me an insight check.
You know.
You're able to steal the gum, and you think you've gotten one over on him.
Fucking got his gum.
And we are saying gum, like Gum, right?
Yes.
Not his weapon.
No. No, knowing him, that thing would blow up a city block.
Yeah, and that's if it functioned properly. I'm glad I for a second I was like, oh no, did I delete their character sheets? I did not. They're all there. They're in my archive
Nate, you
tab.
said something about the dust?
Yeah, Gobs, do you want the iron dust?
I don't
I
have
think you
strong
can forge something with it.
I don't know the first thing about forging.
Throw it
You'll
at a
notice.
blacksmith.
You'll
See
notice
what sticks.
once it fully rusted, the arm stopped getting a weird feeling from it.
But what I can do is take some eggs, empty them out of their insides, fill them with this dust, and throw them at people's faces.
I guess you can make them magnetic and really annoy people,
Or I can throw
or you
them at
can just be
people's
weird and
faces.
snorted.
Or I can throw them into people's faces. How the fuck did we get to Neap?
Holy
We are
shit!
not here.
We exit the building.
Fine. Is that
We're in
better?
Neap. Huh? Yes, better.
Yes, finally we can settle ourselves into Helmbrim.
I mean, that's what you want to do. You can get there from here eventually.
Somewhere near Burcoin.
Somewhere near Berkeley.
We were in Neap, we're in Burcoin now, yeah?
Yeah, you are in Burcoin now.
I just realized this is the desert region.
You're
Yeah.
right on the edge of the desert region.
Yeah, this is Luke Ghislaine.
How fucking warm is it here?
It's pretty warm. Thankfully, the ocean is pretty, or the briny sea that you're on is fairly cold. So it
Okay.
keeps it from getting too crazy.
Okay, so it's the pleasant warm. It's not the oh my god, I'm dying.
Yeah, not until you start heading towards Ikavorzana does it get really bad.
All right.
It's once we get away from the ocean.
Yep.
It is humid and warm.
Yep.
Nice breeze. If it wasn't for the sea breeze, we would probably be roasting.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
As you guys come up, Talah is just gonna say that she needs some time to herself. And she'll meet you
What?
guys. She'll meet you guys later.
Do you need a do you need one? You got one?
One what?
Never mind. I don't know if they do that. Never mind.
What are you talking
Never mind.
about?
It's a girl thing.
Going to be
never mind.
okay.
Oh, jeez, dude. All right, yeah, she walks away, and that conversation ends, never to be spoken of again.
Spoken of again. Thank you.
All right, so
So we leaving?
Yeah.
Okay. We going back to our. We have a inn.
yep, you have rooms at an inn. It's early evening at this point.
I presume we took all the stuff, by the way.
Yep.
I would presume so. There's no reason to leave any of it behind.
Yeah.
Take it for ourselves. I would take the wand,
Makes sense.
the bow. I don't know. Just pawn it, I guess.
Yeah, no one here uses
No.
bow.
Mm.
We might be able to break it down for materials, you know.
Why
I
do
wonder
you
if we could
make
do-
Nate sad?
Like make a dagger out of it or something. I don't know.
Right, maybe we can like incorporate into the motive drive for like this Gilgamesh replacement. You know, the extra magic and springs. Yeah.
Wait, you know what we could do with it? We could make it into a sling.
Okay. A sling? What would we do
What?
with a sling?
I don't know, skip rocks?
Maybe we could like launch pizzas with it, like
Oh, big
quick
sling.
surfing. Well, I mean, like it's a longbow. I mean, it's got plenty of room.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I think we're gonna hand off the longbow to Nate.
The ogre, the gauntlet ogre power, I have no idea what to do with. I mean, like I guess if a meleeer wants to have funsies,
Milla.
Milla,
I
Othokent, the strong lizard.
I mean, I do want them. Simply because I love the idea of a goblin with 19 strength.
Just suddenly Otho puts them on and it becomes Killer Croc.
But they don't actually improve
Yeah.
my melee at all, because I currently get the same bonuses from charisma. and
Right.
My weapons
Like
are
it
great.
literally doesn't do you any better. Anything.
No, it would just be fun.
Otho, you would benefit.
I mean, it increases your what's it called? Athletics and
Strength saving
intimidation.
throw.
No, not intimidation. What was it?
Yeah, athletics. That's the only skill that runs off of strength.
Yeah,
Grappling?
yeah.
Yeah, but grappling's athletics.
Oh wait, I know, it increases my jump distance.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
And your carrying capacity.
That is also true.
And when you put them on, you can say it's all ogre now.
Oh, jeez. I did
Are
not miss you.
Are you going to give the small green creature more chances to meme?
Well, I mean, if Otho, I mean, I literally don't know. Like, okay, strength. Who could benefit from it? Uses charisma, uses dex, uses intelligence. Otho? It's literally where my thoughts going. I don't know if he has any way in on this.
I mean, Otho, yes, I do believe he has a bite as well.
Yeah, he does. Is
So-
John here? Oh wait,
He went to the little boy's room.
So the
Okay.
strength would work for him.
I'll say
Yes.
let's let those wait for now.
Okay, we'll wait on that one. And we have fire breathing. We can give that one also to Milla. She can breathe fire.
Thematically appropriate for Otho.
Thematically appropriate for Otho. I'm just thinking, like, can Milla load potions into her arm for it to breathe fire at will?
That could be
I
cool.
don't think it's at will.
But you know what I'm saying.
Huh, that's actually a good question.
Pour the potion
Uh,
into a little pocket inside a little secondary stomach.
Like put it upside down in the shoulder, like
Mhm.
like the feet of a flamethrower.
A little potion bottle just sticking up off of her shoulder, all steampunk like.
By the way, Cyntari, you did
Hmm.
say making Othokent like Killer Croc.
Yeah, with
That
the
did
gauntlets of
put,
ogre power.
Yeah, that did put a different image in my head. He's a lizard folk, and then I got to think about Dr. Connors,
Yeah,
lizard
the
from
lizard.
Spider-Man.
Yep. That'd be better.
Yeah, that totally fits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he could be Gauntlets of Ogre Power Dr. Connor, he's medical degree, super strong lizard man. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally works.
The shield I do want though, because I think I'm our only shield user.
You
See-
do use heals.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Also,
use- Shield and weapon.
Otho could now make the joke since we've teased him so much about his tail coming off. How about I pull your tail off and beat you to death with it?
Not
I
my
don't have a
front
tail.
tail.
I don't have a tail. I'll make do.
Or better yet, I don't have a tail. You have the remnant up in there somewhere.
I'll find it.
Oh, John's back. Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Howdy.
We need
I
you
don't
to
know-
weigh in on something.
All right.
You want the Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
Everybody else here
You
is
already-
Dex, Int, and Charisma. So you're the only.
We
other-
already put them on you.
Yeah, you're on. They're on. You're Dr. Connors. You're the lizard man. You're the lizard from Spider-Man. You're a smart medical doctor turned into a big strong lizard.
Well, sure. Might as well.
We thought that they might benefit your bite, because I could wear them, but it would be for no actual benefit. It would be for funsies. You actually
I
have a
mean-
mechanical benefit.
And at this
Right.
point, maybe you could convince Soundscream you can scale sheer walls just from your claws and sheer strength.
I mean, if nothing else, he is right with the bite because this is how it currently looks. While I try and use it.
Yeah.
Minus
yeah.
one.
And
Minus one
there's the
strength.
damage. Oh,
Yeah.
0 damage.
Yeah, -1 strength. Maybe we put that on him. Suddenly he's just ripping out of his own clothes. They don't fit no more.
I mean, I do have a muscle power of 8.
Yeah,
So
let's
going
give
from
them
8
to
to
you.
19.
Introducing Dr. Swole.
Didn't you have a
Boost
skinny lizard
class.
with you last time we saw you?
Oh, Lord, that lizard ate the skinny lizard, didn't he?
But they
All
look so
roided
similar.
up.
And they were brood cousins.
So Othokent invented steroids.
What are you doing, brood cousin? No, we're done. We're
Oh
done.
no, oh no.
Lizards invented
Why?
war. Incestuous war. Oh.
Moving on, please.
You're not boring me. You're becoming my fursuit. Anyway,
But yeah, sure. I'll
It's like
put
Little
them
Nemo
on.
the Dream Master. Give him candy and climb inside.
Okay. So, what would you guys like to do at this point?
but was it all right that I took the shield?
Yeah, it's fine.
It was the Sentinel shield, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks. Nice. And I presume it's just a regular +0 shield, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sentinel's shield.
Now, the Wand of the Archmage does nothing for spell saves. It's just the attack.
Just the attack.
And I ignore half cover. All right.
Yep.
Also, the shield is emblazed with the symbol of an eye, which is fitting.
Beautiful.
Okay, so the 2,000 gold we got from Sean, that would be 400 gold each.
Mm-hmm.
So let's split that now. We need to put down that Nari will get 100 gold. Sorry, not 100, 400.
So everybody gets 400 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone gets 400 gold from what we got from Drac Ravenborn.
Did he
So-
invent that name in his head when he saw my ravens?
No.
I literally just imagine him just saying Drac Ravenborn is my name.
No, he actually lost a bet with Nissa and had to use that for his next fake name.
Nice.
He actually said that. He actually said that after he introduced yourself. He said, "Oh, I'm not letting Nissa pick my name again."
Nah.
Actually, it's an ongoing office pool. If you donate enough to some sort of cause, usually a silly one, whoever donates the most gets to pick the fake name.
All right. So it's early evening. You guys are kind of beaten and bruised. Talah has gone off to do her own thing.
Should we go find that devil woman, let her know that people have been murdered in her name?
Well, they weren't murdered in her name. Just natural
She was-
suspicion was falling on her because of the
Yeah,
He was
gruesomeness
being
of it.
blamed.
No, I mean that the people who murdered the people that people thought she murdered have now been murdered in her name.
Oh.
Ah, well, yes.
They have been avenged in her name.
We've set the things straight.
Also, I believe I was still sick when you met her. I'm excited to meet this devil. I've never met a devil before.
Yes, you have on the boat. We made a deal to get to shore.
Wait.
After throwing that guy in the water, he turned into a devil.
Wait, wasn't that a demon?
No, it was a devil.
Oh, that was a. What's a demon then?
They're chaotic evil. They're violent and evil. They don't follow rules. We made a deal with that one, so that's a devil. He follows the rules.
Okay.
Demon doesn't follow the rules. Devil follows the rules. Both evil.
This
So-
lady is pretty nice. She smells spicy, though.
Why, Nate? Why did you smell the pretty lady?
I mean, she just gives off a scent. Like, spicy and sweet.
We need to
It
find
must
your
be something
girlfriend.
about...
Like the macro.
What? Must be something about where she comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Just going in for that sniff, huh?
Just wafts through the air.
Did the rest of you happen to notice the spicy smell?
I
No.
typically have a nose full of spell components. It's all very pungent. I don't really notice much things.
I heard bat guano is a spell component. Do you have bat guano up in there?
Yes, but you can't have any. It's mine. Eyes you suspiciously.
I didn't want any.
Then why are you asking? Stay away from my spell components.
I'm so happy to have this group back again. It's simply because this is one of the most unhinged groups we have.
All right, so we are. Well, what's the next plan? Like, what do we do now? We need to tell her, right, that we saved her.
Yeah.
We need to report back. Okay, so let's go back and what time of day we're looking at, GM?
It's early evening. It's like
Early evening.
7 p.m.
Still a good time for a house visit. We can go knock on her door.
Oh, we could drop by the
What's up?
hot dog stand.
Hot
I'm
dog
sure the professor hasn't eaten again, so we can
Well,
bring some hot dogs.
He's got
You know,
some.
come to think of it, I haven't eaten all day, so yeah, hot dogs.
The professor? You talking about Otho?
No,
The guy's the girl's husband. Right.
Dryden.
Yeah.
Dryden, inventor.
I was thinking, like, was Otho a professor? Did I forget a detail?
No, I'm a doctor, not a professor.
So
both.
you're heading back to Dryden's workshop
Mhm.
via hot dog vendor.
Yes, we're asking the hot dog vendor to carry us.
No, like on the way.
Yeah.
You're gonna swim. All right. Okay.
How much for the dogs?
I got a German Shepherd at the back, about $20.
The hot dogs, it depends on how excessively many you want.
What is there like a limit? Can we get a tray of them, like a catering tray?
Yeah, he could hook you up with a tray. That'd be 24 hot dogs.
You guys want 24 hot dogs?
Sounds good.
Yes.
That'll be like
Variety to his discretion of toppings.
so. That or he would do the hot dogs, put them in buns, and then give you like little bitty tubs of toppings.
Bingo. Sounds good.
That
Oh,
works.
so he does that. So it's like it's a gold piece.
I'll be happy to pay that.
I'll give him a gold piece extra for my conscience. A lot of hot
He's been
dogs, man.
given- He's been given 2 gold pieces.
He thanks you and plates everything up and gets it all together and puts some aluminum foil around it, around the tray for you, and hands it to you.
I actually have a question while we're here.
Mhm.
It's just about the area in general. Well, it could be your place. I don't know. Does this place have like a place that does like a sort of eating challenge, like a local legend thing?
Hot dog eating challenge.
There might.
Not necessarily hot dogs, but like a place that goes, if you finish this entire ogre-sized burger, you get a T-shirt or something.
If there is one, it's not really advertised because this is one of those towns that takes itself too seriously.
That's why I'm asking one of the locals.
Right. Let me ask this, because you know Europe better than me. In Eastern Germany, would they have a shop like that in an industrial town?
Sausage shop?
No, a eating contest at a restaurant.
Germany, I don't think so.
Is it
Yeah.
common in Northern Europe for there to be eating challenges in restaurants?
No, not
Yeah.
really. It would be
No.
if there was one, it would be like the equivalent to Berlin, like the capital.
The big
probably
tourist
have.
trap places.
Yeah, because
yeah.
this isn't really a touristy town. It's very
Okay.
industrial.
Yeah, then no.
So
Then that
so
would be-
no, you're not really going to find something like that. Now, if you guys ever go to Helmbrum, yeah, you'll find it there. Because of what I
Alright.
based
We need,
Helmbrum
we need a
on.
more cosmopolitan town and less of a working town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you anyway. Oh, and thanks for this.
Not a problem.
How are we going to
This
carry
homemade
this?
mustard.
He
Yum.
gave you a tray.
Yes, I'm imagining it's a big tray and Gobx is small.
I
We give
shall carry the tray.
There
it
we
to-
go. That's
Ooh.
what I was waiting for.
I'm the tray carrier. And suddenly Abraham's like, wait, hang on a second. The
could
balance
be?
has shifted.
I'm the
I'm
tray
no
now.
longer I'm no longer the strongest one. Identity crisis.
Yes,
He's just
and-
staring at the floor. What?
No, but you are the cutest.
Oh. Wait, no. Milla's got the big honking titties. No, she's the cutest. Yatta.
You know, that's it's a scene in one of the Arnold movies where he rips his shirt because he's flexing. That's Othokent right now
Mhm.
in his lab suit.
Excellent. So you
All right,
get,
so we go there.
Okay. So you knock on the door, and the intercom comes and goes, we're closed.
We're here for a personal message delivery for the mistress of the house.
We've got hot dogs and retribution.
You
That-
can just hear, you can't hear it clearly, but you can obviously hear Dryden saying something in the background, but you can't hear it because he's away. No, yes, I understand they brought hot dog. I made you a souffle for dinner. No. I'll be right down. Just meet me by the door.
Okay.
Aren't we by the door?
You're by the front door. If you remember, you guys came in through the garage, the lab door last time.
I do not remember. I wasn't there.
Okay.
But I've seen.
So yeah, there was a side door that you guys came in through. So it was a roll up like a garage door.
Hmm.
So as the door opens, you do see Lyra standing there. Her hair is messier and pulled up still, but she's wearing like really baggy pajama pants, bunny slippers. She has her glasses on instead of her contacts. Just kind of a loose sweatshirt on. And then as she starts to say something, Dryden comes skipping in. All right, we've got more hot dogs. Come on in, boys. Come on. Right this way. He's just giggling over hot dogs.
Oh, that's the and that's the. She trails off there.
Yes.
Just as a reminder, that's Dryden.
Yeah.
We'd show a
So
picture of
then-
the devil, but then this is no longer a PG-13 stream.
It's true. So we sit down the hot, or Otho sits down the hot dogs, and we have what she wanted, taken care of.
You found out who was committing those atrocious murders.
No, we did
Yes.
what she wanted, and we stopped them. We
Yeah.
made sure they would never do it again. Like I said, we did what she asked.
Well, it was her that was talking to you.
Oh, okay.
Dryden has a Scottish accent.
Well, I wasn't paying attention to your accent.
He has a
sorry.
hot dog accent.
Has a hot dog
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah, he's got like 2 hot dogs in his mouth right now. He's double fisting it.
Yes.
And she goes, "Oh, excellent. Have the authorities been made aware?"
As we know, they have been, but it's all very weird. The gentleman that we talked to is not very good at being secretive, but he's not telling us the truth. We don't know who he is.
Was he wearing a suit?
It was rumpled.
He was wearing like a. What are those things called? The ones pretentious people wear when they think they look cool.
A trench coat?
Yeah, that's the one.
Hmm. Must be one of the agents of the intelligence service of the Council of Five.
I stole his gum.
Interesting. I hope he takes that kindly. Well, she snaps her fingers and fire kind of flashes and a contract is in her hands. So, per our contract, upon completion of the task, I was to reach out and procure the required payatory and green steel, which I'd already reached out to my relative. That is part of the siege of this capital city. And she snaps again, and like a pallet full of greenish metal bars appears just on the ground over by Dryden's main workstation. And I also believe I was to provide a sum of 3,500 gold. So, and she snaps again, and a bag of 3,500 gold is in front of you. Now, is there anything, and this contract is considered fulfilled by myself? All signatories, do you agree to this as well?
Say yes. Yes.
Yes.
I do think so, yes.
Excellent. And the contract just turns to ash and disappears. Excellent working with you, gentlemen. Dryden, make sure to take your anti-reflex medicine before you come to bed. If you're eating this late, it's going to cause problems. All right. Whatever you say.
It's a party tray.
Yeah, and at this point, he's got like 2 hot dogs in his mouth, and he's over there. He's looking at the bars of metal. He's like ah, and just kind of waving at her as he is starting to eye over materials that he does not get to play with very often.
So, we've delivered the message, so we're just going to take off out of here. What do we do now? We have to acquire more metals. Did we have a lead on the other stuff? Because my notes are skim.
Well, we needed to find Dryden's sister, Sinai.
That's
She
right.
has
She
a
could help
vast
with
library of knowledge.
Oh, that's right. The one that's in the middle of the desert that I mouthed
Oi.
off to him
Yeah.
That reminds me.
about.
Where's that knobby-kneed old bastard? You!
What? What do you
I
want?
have a bone to pick with you, lad.
Is it the bone that's in that hot dog that you're eating? Because I am aware that those hot dogs are high quality. No bone.
I reached out to some of my friends and family in Neap to learn about you.
What?
You
Did you learn
spent
Hmm?
50 years hunting for the Ethereum Sanctuary.
I did no such thing. I did 50 years searching for a vision and a dream. A fool's quest that I realize I wasted my life on. The fact that I found this is a goddamn miracle.
Oh, so you don't care about knowledge, is that my understanding?
No, but you go in there applying intent to the last 50 years of my life, and I'm correcting you.
So you don't care about knowledge.
I do. But I'm trying to
Then-
get your story straight.
Then explain to me why you got so angry at me when I told you a library full of knowledge that no one else has, and where to go and how to get in it, and you did nothing but give me attitude about it.
Because I just came across a goddamn sea, being accosted by pirates and almost dying in the process to have some uppity little... Is he a gnome?
No, he's a dwarf.
Uppity little dwarf telling me I gotta go marching across the desert now. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
right.
I had a rough day.
Oh yeah, no, that sounds terrible.
Here,
compared
have a
to
look
your-
at that massive scar on my chest from the giant greatsword.
Right, but I'm sure what you did last year was so exciting and fruitful, wasn't it?
It actually wasn't. I spent a great deal of that time scraping together money for, well, doing all sorts of little odds and end jobs. I once
Aye.
had to plunge a toilet with my
I-
bare
and
hands
the-
just to
and
make
the-
a few coins, just so I could hire the boat, so I could go back
Aye.
out there.
And
My
the
life is
year
not exactly.
before-
Well, yes,
And the year before, how was
Yes.
that one?
at least two toilets I had to plunge with my bare
Yeah.
hands. But
Aye.
things get better as they go along.
Aye.
Do you
So
measure your years by how many toilets you have to clean with your hands?
Nobody's having a dick waving contest with me about how much my life has improved after finding information and how much I've gone through to get here. And he's saying that the quest should be worth the effort. And I'm implying to him that sometimes some people just have bad days and he can just shove it up his ass.
I'm implying that you're a fool.
Yes,
You have
I never denied
the opportunity to go and learn, and you don't. You'd rather be angry about it rather than enjoy the opportunity.
And instead of trying to share the information, you'd rather dangle it in front of people than mock them for not having it. How about that?
I never mocked you for not having it. I don't have it either. In what way did I dangle it?
Oh, yeah, you just kept going, just go do this. It's so easy.
You're the ones who want to know what's in the cube.
I didn't want the cube. I wanted the answers to the visions I had. This was thrust upon me. These magical powers are great and wonderful, but at the same time, now have a target on me. I am quite certain that this, and he puts the cube out just like on the table, this will cause me more problems than will solve.
He kind of has already, doesn't it?
So what do you want? You want to just leave it here and go back home?
No, I want people to stop jerking me around and telling me what needs to be done.
I did, and you bitched about it.
Oh, so I need to go do this, or did you just tell me that one existed?
I told you that the key to the encryption was likely in my sister's library. And all
I'm misremembering that conversation. He said that if I had, I remember he pointed out that the insinuation was that if I were to look for it, the best place to start would be there.
Yeah,
Not
if
that
you-
the
if you-
information was there.
Well,
And so his
he just
response was
said
like, "Oh,
likely.
really?"
He just said likely, and his
Yeah.
whole thing is like, wait a minute, this dude searched for this reservoir of knowledge for 50 years,
Mhm.
and then gave me attitude when I tried to point him to another reservoir of knowledge that's lost.
And he's misunderstanding Abraham's entire life is not a search for knowledge; it's a crazy search for a dream.
Right.
And so that's the disconnect
Right.
there. So Abraham's been unhinged most of his life, and that's one of the things that the wish spell at the very beginning that bestowed upon him
Yeah.
the magic abilities. His
Yeah.
mind sort of corrected a little bit, and he started like seeing things. He was unhinged a little bit before, and so this guy's like, "You search for knowledge? No, I didn't. I'm a crazy man." So
Sure. So, look, I just want to make sure if you have that drive that you focus on it.
of course, but
I make things, but I'm not good at practically applying it. Where even though you may have felt that it was a bit crazy to hunt for that place for 50 years, you did it. You succeeded, and you learned things that people have forgotten.
I know it's important. It's not lost on me. The weight of it is sometimes unbearable. But
Well,
but
I
to
get
have constantly challenges in front of your face and then not a moment's able to rest before somebody else comes knocking at my door, so to speak, telling me the next crisis to solve. And
uh,
at no point does the picture ever become clearer. I have to save the world now? Reconstruct a deity? What? This is not what I went into the waters for 50 years.
what did you go into the waters for?
I don't know. And that bothers me because that vision is gone. Whenever it happened down there, it disappeared. My mind is awash with this new imagery and this new magic. I don't know if I ever will be that person again that had that drive. All I feel now is the responsibility of this cube. It has to be done, and it will be done.
Well,
But let it be said that I do not have to enjoy it.
but you should. Now, let me say this. I do have the ability to give you some peace. I could take it all away if that's what you want, lad.
No. You take away. Excuse me. I'm take a drink of water.
Probably a good idea. It's a very gravelly voice.
You take away pain. You take away the definition of what is not pain. Can light exist without dark? Can you define black without white?
Yes.
I hope he ignores that too, just like I am.
Look, I'm not saying the pain. I'm saying the magical aptitude, even the memories, if you want. I have the ability to take those away. I have a drive to discover. That's why I exist. My sister has a drive to record. That's why she exists. I discover, she writes. Sometimes people have purposes. Sometimes they're hard. And I do have a machine that can sever your connection to magic and revert some of those memories. Give you a fresh start if that's what you want. But sometimes the world needs someone to do something. Call it fate, call it destiny, whatever. And sometimes that's what drives someone to hunt for a building at the bottom of the ocean for 50 years. I'm no expert on people. That's my oldest brother. He's the psychologist. I just build machines. But I see I feel that we're somewhat similar. And that, whether you knew it or not, knowledge is what drove you to a degree. So that's why I was giving you a hard time, lad. I didn't mean to anger you.
Everybody comes from different places, and to assume everybody will have the same viewpoint as you is going to be the height of your undoing.
I don't assume everybody. I just assumed that a person who came to me with a knowledge cube was hunting for knowledge.
I am. But my life has been bestrett with all sorts of difficulties, and many of them seem all so trivial now with the weight of this in front of me. No,
Well,
it will be done, and I will take care of it, and I will see it through. But at the end of the day, the end of the adventure, if you're still around, I may come back, find you. Maybe I can start over and have some peace.
we could do that. But I hope that when you get to the journey's end, you look back and realize despite the bad, the good made it worth it.
We will see. Not every story has a happy ending.
And do me a favor, lad, as you travel, if you can find a way to make the middle of that damned pastry hot without burning the pepperonis, I'd appreciate it.
The key is to let it vent so the steam can escape. If there is no room for the steam to come through there, the convection will not happen. A sealed container will not steam the interior correctly. The water vapor has to escape. And if it will do so, at the side seams more than it will from the center. And so therefore the sides get steamed and the center remains cold, as it remains the reservoir of the liquid. Cut some slits across the top to let the steam escape, and the center of it will also experience the steaming cooking action.
He elbows Nate and goes, and he says he's not after knowledge. I'll get to work with these bars, but
Wait, have you not tried
Yeah.
that in the things yet?
have I not tried the what?
Slit.
The
Cutting.
slits in the pastry?
Yeah.
Well, no, because it's not really convection. I was just letting them talk. It won't work, but, you know, I'll try it. It couldn't go worse than last time. However, I can start to do some of the preliminary work with this, but for me to really get started, I really need the soul steel, because I have to work it into everything, and the living steel. So I have something to thread the musculature with. Well, and the adamantine. Adamantine's a little bit easier. I've got some of that. In fact, since I offended my young friend over there, I'll make it up to you. I'll get the adamantine, and I can mold the skeleton without the soul steel. But I need the living steel and the soul steel to create the muscles and the vascular system.
Soul steel is where?
Oh, you can find it in the Shadowfell. Around sufficiently strong enough necromancers would have some. Probably.
Well, seeing how we're from a place that's not here, where would that be locally? A necromancer and or the dead?
Well, the only necromancer I can think of right now that exists in our world that would be strong enough. Hold on, let me get my notes. I didn't pull his name out. And I want to make sure I get it right. Google Drive. Google Drive. Pull up a doc I wrote 3 years ago from Google Drive. The only necromancer I think would be strong enough to be able to acquire soul steel is probably Marban, the corpse singer. He's in charge of the necromancy ward in the capital. Right bastard he is too. Been a while since I've been there, but I believe his high guard, all of their armor and weapons is made of the stuff.
I don't think he would part with it very easily.
He parts with nothing, ever. If I was as
Cool.
strong as I used to be, I'd go do something about it. Should have when I had the chance, but I didn't. It's one of my great regrets.
And where is he located?
Necromancy ward in the capital. Or, if you find your way to the Shadowfell.
Where's the nearest entrance to the Shadowfell?
I have no
Well,
idea.
and
Ask him. And he points to Nate. He can smell it.
I mean, if I'm close enough, I probably can.
Smells like cottage cheese and boiled cabbage. Oh.
No, it's not the Shadowfell. It's just
Oh.
some Russians. He goes, now, I will tell you this. There's an old copper mine outside of the city, about a day's journey southwest. Rumor has it that some deep gnomes have kind of taken over the place, and there were tales of something that sounded like living metal there.
Living metal. Hang on a second. I want to roll Arcana on living metal creatures.
Sure.
What do I know about, but specifically related to the topic of the materials he's talking about? Would a living metal being be composed of anything we would want?
Yeah.
From what I know. Okay.
So there are literally living steel creatures that can kind of change shape and things like that. So think of the Liquid Terminator, but always chrome.
Yeah, I know.
So so those exist, and they do frequent, mines, things like that. People will because they eat the iron. So a copper mine would also have some iron deposits in it. So that's with reports of it and things like that, that's probably not a bad place to look.
Speaking of metal, I have this rod of green metal. Do you know what it is?
I
also have one of black mat.
Those are samples for tuning. Helps you tune in to a specific plane of existence to open a portal with the proper spells. Though those spells don't work right now because of the shield. Gilgamesh changed it 50-ish years ago. Cut off portals to the other realms. There's naturally occurring ones, but those are either the Fey realm or the Shadow realm. Now, if you get to the Shadow realm, you could use those rods to attune yourself to the plane you want to travel to, and you could travel from there. So most of the extraplanar creatures that come and go are making their way through the Shadow realm or the Fey realm. And that's A, dangerous, and B, expensive, depending on who you negotiate with. So travel is very restricted. Only the very rich or the very powerful are making it through that right now.
So you set them all out.
Yep. Well, that does help us eventually, hopefully.
So the dull black one, he doesn't know what it is, but the other ones he'll point out their respective realms.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The dull black one's something different. He says it's not the abyss, it's something else.
All in black.
The Grey Waste, Hades.
Gobs, do you think it's related to that?
That's kind of what I'm wondering, because I gained this arm in the same place where we found these, right? Wait, no, you
Gonna
found these in
hold
an apartment. Never
the
mind.
You know,
But,
he found those in the room
Room.
where you passed through the dark door.
Yeah, okay, so then I am right. I found it where I found the arm.
Yeah, that bar looks like if you could identify that material, it would identify the exact same way as Milla's arm. They look
Yeah.
identical. Texture's the
as
same,
a-
smoothness the same, color's the same.
as I was trying to say that Nate would hold up the rod and point it towards Milla's arm.
Do you want me to try and grab it?
No, I'm just. Is there any reaction? Do you feel anything?
I'm gonna try and hold out the arm towards it and see if there's any feeling. Like, not touch it, just, move it towards it.
There's no physical reaction, but you feel like if you've ever been away from home for a long time and come back home for the first time and you step in the doorway, there's just that feeling of belonging, right?
Mm.
You kind
Yeah.
of feel that emanating from the arm.
Like a call to home.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Okay. Like a longing for home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it feels familiar. It doesn't overly react, like it's not reaching for it or anything, but I can't describe it any other ways. It feels familiar. Comforting.
Yeah. Well, next time your arm invades your privacy, I guess you can talk to it about home, so to speak. I'm not
I
sure it
believe
would be a good idea to open a portal for it.
I believe I've not been there, but I've seen it, I think.
But yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pack them all away again.
Soon.
How many more hot dogs can I have?
Oh, the entire tray, if you don't mind us like eating one each or something.
Well, I mean, you bought them, so you can determine that.
I think we bought them with the intention of hanging them over, right? Abe? That's
mean,
what's the
yeah.
intention, yeah?
Anyway,
Yep.
you were sharing, yes.
I need to get my mithril gloves. It's not good to be handling mandatory and green steel.
I imagine that would be dangerous, yeah.
What's wrong with that rubbing it on his body?
Are you? He's not really
No.
doing that, right?
No.
Okay.
It's sharp as fuck.
Yeah, that's right.
Did Otho, by the way, eat the hot dog? He was handed it over. Was he like, nah?
Well, if he was handed one, he is going to eat it. But it's going to
Uh,
be very, one mouthful kind of deal. Like,
Milla handed him one with all the fixings.
fair
earlier.
enough.
It's in
There
the
you
chat.
go.
Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow.
Whose phone is it?
It's
I
Gob's
answered
phone.
Gob's phone.
Okay, who's calling? Who even calls me? Yeah?
Milla, is that you?
Yeah. Who? Wait, who is this?
And you just hear a voice in there. Tell her to accept the scry time. just accept the scry time, please. And the phone goes dead, and then you start getting that other ring that's letting you know somebody's wanting to start a scry time,
Okay.
which is FaceTime for magic.
Okay, gonna accept that then.
You see Brahm. Nose is obviously broken.
Again.
Like and bleeding.
Freshly broken. Great.
Freshly broken. The camera or the phone is sitting on a table, and his head is on the table, and there's a foot pressed up against his neck.
Hi there, Brom.
Gobs, I'm sorry. Hey. Enough of that. And leaning down on the knee that's connected to the foot that's pressing on his neck, and it's a very nice dress shoe. And you see a nice set of slacks, and leaning in, you see the face of Carrie.
Carrie.
Hey, Gobs. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
I've been having a good conversation with your old buddy Brom here.
I can see that.
So, I like to be straightforward with these things, because it kind of is what it is, right? So, let me put this real clearly. I want to know where my cube is, and if you don't tell me, and he pulls a gun and puts it to the temple of Brom, and Brom goes, Gobs, look, I know, don't. Not like this, Gobs. I mean, hey, we fought, but we weren't like fighting, right, Gobs? Come on, Gobs, help me, Gobs, Shh. I'm sure she's gonna help you. So, where's the cube?
Huh.
Presses the foot down. No, Gobs, just tell him what he wants. He killed the boys, Gobs. Killed them. All of them are dead. I told you to shush. And he moves the gun to where it's not going to hit him and pulls the trigger and fires around into the table. But you just hear that loud concussion. And you can see him trying to squirm he can't get his hands up because his hands are tied behind his back, but he's trying to put his shoulder up to rub his ears from the loud noise. Sorry about that. Some of these kids these days, they just don't understand manners and know when to shut up when others are talking.
Uh-huh.
You were saying...
I'm sorry, just give me a moment here.
I'll count to 20. In my head.
Oh, no, 10 is going to be fine. Yeah, the cube ain't in town anymore now. Also, I'm looking around at the other people because I imagine they're also watching and listening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just looking
Abraham
around.
largely doesn't care about Brahm's existence.
I know it's not in town, Gobs. I didn't ask where it wasn't. I asked where it is, specifically. I'm at 8, by the way.
More of a 5, really.
Blam! He pulls the trigger. You see Brom go limp. Blood coming out of his temple where the bullet entered. Dead eyes just kind of looking at you. Well, you know what? I have to give Brom credit. He said that threatening him wouldn't get you to talk.
You seem like the kind of person that doesn't listen.
Oh, I listen. I also listen to him say a lot of other things. So, while you may not have been willing to tell me what I wanted to know when I threatened Brom, maybe you'll tell me what I need to know whenever we have the same exact phone call later. And instead of Brom being under my foot, I can't say her name right. Was it Grida? It doesn't matter. I know where her shop is. So I'll call you back soon, love. And he hangs up.
Motherfucker.
Isn't that your...
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
We can't just let that happen. What can we do?
Not a whole lot. We're too far away. Give me a moment. I'm gonna try and give Greta a call.
She doesn't answer.
I
I try
mean,
again.
at least we're downstairs, so he doesn't know where we are.
She doesn't answer, and this time she sends a quick text with a client.
Gonna text back. Big times like supernatural gangster on his way to your place. Get the fuck out ASAP. Call me as soon as you can. Send. And then I'm gonna call again just so she looks again.
She texts back, still upset with you. This goofy trick won't won't make me talk to you just yet.
Braum, I'm gonna reply back. Braum just got shot. This is not a joke.
You do not get the reply that the message has been received on that one. As in, she's probably turned her phone off at this point.
Alright, that didn't work. Any bright ideas on how to get any sort of message across?
Does anyone know how to cast dwarf? No, you're magic inclined. Abraham, do you know of long distance magic?
Nothing that will get that far, not without a recipient. I don't know it either. We'd have to find somebody that could cast it.
Dryden or the secretary, perhaps?
We are no longer there?
Yeah, I think
You guys were still hanging out there.
Hmm.
I mean, as far as I remember, Dryden wasn't exactly magic master.
He used chain lightning the last time you were here.
Fair enough,
Okay,
fair
yeah.
enough.
Never
So
mind.
maybe, if you ask him nicely.
Yeah, we don't exactly have a password set up for important things or anything like that, and we didn't exactly leave on good terms, so sort of physically getting there. I don't think there's going to be any way we're.
Knowledge of the sending spell. I would know of his existence, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dryden,
Aye.
I must beg of your help. As unfortunate as our previous interactions were, it seems we have no other choice but to save our friend who's across the sea. We must send them a message. They are ignoring our friend's phone. They seem they have had a fight, but their life is in danger looking for the cube. Well, I mean, somebody's looking for the cube and is going to threaten their life to get to us, to get the cube. Do you have a way that we can send a message to this individual? There's a spell known as sending. I'm referencing.
I know it.
Well, I don't. Anything you could do to help us?
I can send a message for you. You brought me hot dogs, so that
Hot
puts you at
dogs
least
for
an 8 out of 10 on my list of people I like.
Hot dogs for spells is a trade I can get behind. Okay, short message, Milla. What do you want to say to her?
Wait, I need to know the person. Do you have a picture?
Milla, come over.
I do, and I'm coming over.
Between the two
Harry.
of you now, you take over.
Okay, let's see. I should have one saved. Well, that's not too bad.
Oh, is that her?
Yeah, that's the one.
Aye, she's not wearing any clothes, lass.
It's the one I have.
All right. Well, I mean, at least it's a dwarf.
Yeah.
Very nice. It's a shame she
Yes.
doesn't play the same team as me, if you get my drift, huh? Ah, look at you, rascally
Don't-
girl.
Don't be so
Uh,
sure on that one. Anyway,
So you're saying there's a
No.
chance?
yes. Look, her
Hmm.
name is Greta. She's
Aye.
very much in danger right now. Let's see here.
All right. 25 words. And who's
okay.
looking for the cube?
Did we already tell him the name of the guy? Carrie?
Yes, but this guy has a memory that's non-existent.
Creepy guy called Carrie who seemed to want to remake Gilgamesh.
Oh, you
His way.
described them to me.
His way.
Human. Big eyebrows, right?
Yeah. Human, big
Aye.
intense eyebrows, slit his
Carrie-
own arm down the length.
Carrie's his short name. His full name is Nethel Carrion.
Okay. So, tell her that this guy is likely coming looking gangster. Let me try and think this. I'm not thinking straight right now.
Why don't you write it down? Get a pen and paper for her.
Okay, give me a moment.
This information brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Please give us money.
We're so poor.
You see him while you're writing stuff out. He pulls
Mhm.
out a short piece of copper wire and begins casting the spell. Are you gonna listen to him say what he's gonna say?
Sure.
Or are you gonna try to stop him?
You push to talk, Milla? I think he's writing.
There we go. I wrote down the thing I want to send.
Okay.
It helps with the word count to do that.
All right.
That should be 23.
All right. So he's going to take what you said and add some things to it. So you hear him go, "Oi! Gob's in lion. Ugly bastard named Carrie is coming. Killed Brum. Run. Or shoot him and then run. Find Eno if you can." You can reply to this message. Oh, she's very angry at you.
Yes, I know.
Oh, and she doesn't know who I am.
Does it matter?
I mean, she said it mattered.
I can't do what you're doing right now.
Sounds like what the youngins call a skill issue.
Aye.
I will flay you if I didn't like you.
All right, I
Arm
told her.
bubbles.
She seemed like she wasn't said things like, "It's my shop, I'm not leaving it," blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that.
He's going
Said
to
what?
die.
It's her shop, she's not leaving it. She was very angry. She said it a bit meaner than that, but I don't use those words.
So, looking at our options are either to find someone in Neap that is powerful enough to make Carrie go away, or to actually tell him where the thing is.
Wait a second. Eno. You know Eno?
Off and on.
I've seen him.
Old friend, usually hangs around Neap, random places. He's impossible to find, but he almost sort of They just show up when you need him.
Or when he needs to tell his little brother what to do.
His little brother. Who's that?
Me?
Ha!
Eno's dwarf?
No?
He's a half elf, isn't he? Sounds
Last
strange. I got
time
that
I
written
s-
down. It had a bearded half elf.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Last time I saw him, he was.
All
Comes
right.
in here, tells me what to do, disappears, comes back. I need this for an orphan in Omskara. I make it, he disappears. Comes back. Farmer in Lubaloo needs this. Blah, blah, blah. Every time. Always wanting something.
Okay, do you know how to reach him? He's the only one I can think of that's not a total dirtbag back there.
No.
He pulls out the copper wire.
the
You know,
construct.
you prick.
Oh, the construct, right.
There's some people here that say they know you and they need help. Carrie's apparently in wherever it is they're from causing problems. Do something about it. Homeless bastard. He puts the copper wire away. There, called him.
Okay, I owe you, if he's able to do something, I owe him the biggest fucking favor. Yeah, the construct Chiriato. He'd still be there, right?
I wouldn't have known where he would be. But last we knew he was there.
I mean, I still have his number.
I mean, didn't he want something to do with Carrie? I seem to remember that.
No, we told him about Carrie.
Right, what was his reaction, roughly?
If I recall correctly, he didn't exactly know Carrie by name, but
yeah,
he didn't like the sound of him.
Well,
But we didn't have Carrie's full name then either.
Nethel
That
Carrington.
is-
Could you send him the message?
There we
Gobs?
go.
I'm terrible at these messaging things. I
can
prefer my
certainly
desk
try.
phone.
I can certainly try.
With those gauntlets, I imagine using a touchscreen is quite difficult.
Touchscreen.
Well, you have cell phones. This is the modern world. You have computers even.
Well,
I hold up his
we
phone
have
and flip it
smartphones.
open.
I'd imagine Othokent is kind of terse and has a
Oh, okay.
BlackBerry or something.
Gotcha.
Still has a pager.
Have you turned autocomplete off?
By the way, I put the spelling of his name in
Beautiful.
the channel.
Well, yes,
Yes.
I know how to write sentences.
Carrion. I thought I heard Carrington or something like that. Carrion.
Barrington.
Barrington, yes. Sir Barrington.
Okay, I'm gonna
Nari,
send
at
him a
least
text.
it's not running on Windows Mobile.
Oof. That was a trash fire.
To be fair, nothing ever really ran on Windows Mobile. Oh. While you guys think this through, let's go ahead and take a break because I need something to drink.
All right.
Okay.
So are you going to multi-class into Barbarian now, Otho?
Well, that can't cast spells.
So Eldritch Knight? There's got to
do
be
have-
there's got to be a divine version of Eldritch Knight, right? Oh yeah,
Paladin.
Paladin.
But I don't have the charisma for it. But I do have I do have decent intelligence. I have an intelligence of 14.
Mhm.
Because I built my character for being my character first and stats second.
That's kind of how I did it too. That's how I ended up being so strong.
I mean, my stats were like, so I had 16 dex and like 16 con, and then decent wisdom too.
Ye-
So I both had health, AC, and wisdom, but I didn't want to skip on intelligence, so my strength and charisma absolutely dumped.
It works.
Yeah.
It works. But
I mean, the kind of doornail attitude lizard folk often have, and the fact that he's a doctor. He's not a hunter, he's not a warrior, he's not a fighter. He's a doctor.
damn it, Jim, I'm not a lizard. I'm a doctor. Wait, I mean, I am a lizard too. Dang it. I lost the point I was trying to make.
Okay, just wrote out the text.
Beautiful.
And because he knows how to use anesthesia, he didn't need the strength to use struggle snuggle.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's all good. For adresse. Bring in all that Danish.
Yeah. In my head, that's still how it's spelled in English, because that sort of sounds right. Address.
Yes. But you know the English. They don't know how to speak, right?
Pineapple.
Almost
Yeah.
every language. Ananas, ananas, ananasi, ananas, ananas. English, pineapple.
You are so right, John.
Gonna quickly go AFK. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're on
And
break anyway.
Yeah, and I even love grapefruit, and I agree.
Yeah.
I like some grapefruit soda, but the grapefruit itself, no.
I love a
Grapefruit
good.
juice reacts with too many medications. It will literally neutralize a large majority of medications that you could take, specifically blood pressure medications and antidepressants.
Yeah, I've been told that.
Making
Yeah, that's fun.
it neutralizes. It's a weird thing. Like the enzyme it has breaks it down.
Yeah, because my mom used to take medication for anxiety, and I once made a grapefruit cake, and she was like, "Yeah, it looks great, but I can't taste it." I was like, "Why not?" Because my anxiety meds. Oh,
If you
I
drink
felt
too much,
genuinely bad.
yeah, if you drink too much grapefruit juice while you're taking the medication, medication doesn't work. It will
Fair
destroy
enough.
them. It will destroy the medication. Is what I was saying. It's like you'll take your blood pressure medication with a glass of grapefruit juice, and it won't work. It will stop the medication from functioning. That's what grapefruit juice does.
That's kind of interesting, really.
Yeah, if you actually look at it, grapefruit juice, they advise if you're taking medication, like blood pressure, heart related, or antidepressants and stuff like that, you don't drink grapefruit juice because it'll make it not work as
Orange juice as well. Citruses in general, their acid will break down and bond with the common absorption elements that are put into medicines.
well. I understand
Well,
some
that
part of it's also
explains a lot.
receptors. And also, like receptors as well, I think are affected. So, like your uptake of it is affected.
I drink a lot of lemon juice, so that explains a lot. Good to know.
But yes,
Like lemon juice or lemonade.
Lemon juice.
So
You
you just get
suck
those
lemon
little
juice?
lemon bottles and just suck on lemon juice?
Yeah, sometimes it's
Your
good.
kidneys must hate you.
What? Why?
I wouldn't know. Kidneys and citrus?
Kidneys and too much citrus don't get along.
Never knew that.
Hmm.
I always was thinking of like soda for some reason, like the carbonic acid or something. But I guess any acid might be doing it.
Well, soda, you get kidney stones.
Well, that's true.
Too much citrus leaves you vulnerable for kidney infections. If I have to space out when I get lemonade, because like if I got like 3 bottles of lemonade and went through them in a week, I would end up getting a kidney infection by the end of the week every time.
Wow, what?
It's crazy. I'm not that sensitive.
I'm just sitting here drinking my lemon.
I'm not talking like 3
lemon
glasses.
tonic.
I'm talking like 3 large bottles of lemonade.
I mean, no offense, but what is large bottle?
Of
20
64
ounce?
ounces.
Oh, 64.
I mean,
Now I gotta convert from freedom units.
It's like
64 ounce to milliliter.
it'd probably be like a liter and a touch.
It's
that's
almost
That's
2
not
liters.
too bad.
It's 18 milliliters. 18 ml.
It's almost 2 liters. 64 ounces. Fluid ounces. So
It's a decent amount.
that's actually a pretty big bottle. Nice. Biggest you can get
Three
here
of
is 1
those.
liter.
So 3 of those will put your kidneys in a week.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Vikings are immune to kidney infections, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. Is it part of their stat block?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but
right
we're-
next, to,
we're-
the racial,
Because-
right next to the racial hatred of Swedes.
Yeah, it's just
mean,
like Greeks.
yes.
Greeks have the racial immunity to garlic. That's why they make the best vampires.
Hmm.
And to wash all the lemonade and lemon juice down, we eat a lot of pickled fish. So it works out.
You actually had pickled fish is not the same thing as the Storströmming, isn't it?
No,
No,
That's fermented, isn't it?
it's
that's
fermented.
fermented.
Fermented, right? Okay.
You know, pickled is pretty much like pickled cucumbers.
So it's vinegared fish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, sugar vinegared.
Sugar, vinegar, fish, and I imagine herbs and spices to help perk it up a little bit.
Usually.
Yeah, onion, pepper, salt.
I'd try it once on a cracker.
It is great, and it needs rye bread.
Rye bread would work. It needs a starchy thing to go on top of.
Yep.
Anyways, do we have everybody back?
No, I think we're still missing Turd Blossom.
Hmm.
Also,
The fact that he named himself Turd Blossom is what?
He said it's because of you.
I know, because of that GIF I put. I'm just surprised he actually changed his name because of a joke GIF.
Really? Have you, all these years we've been spending time with Doc, and that's what surprises you?
Mm,
honestly, what's most surprising is that he hasn't shown up at your door yet,
I don't think he can afford
or
a
at least
ticket.
that you haven't noticed.
Haven't noticed. If a Dane shows up outside my door, I think we'd notice. Like
You would
something with
think
the
so.
horned helmets and the axes and like the furs and stuff like that. The long boat in my cul-de-sac.
Well,
It's going to give it
actually,
away.
The Vikings didn't have horned helmets.
Who cares? They look cool.
Yeah, but you know
yeah.
what? Cuts a better silhouette when you got a movie picture and a poster up there. The fucking horns.
Yeah.
No,
Sometimes you
one of
just-
the,
Yeah.
one of the horns designs that I thought would be effective if you were actually to mount a horn to your helmet was the ram's horn that would curl down and use it like a jawbone protection, like taking a hit from the side. It keeps your jaw from being hit. I could see like a helm with the horn mounted that way actually being
Yeah.
something somebody would do. But no, the vertical
Yeah.
helms, those are just the vertical horns are just like, hey, grab onto this and pull me down, then stab me to death.
Or worse yet, here, have a free funnel for your axe. It'll
Yeah,
go
right.
directly into my skull.
Between them. Yeah, between the horns.
Axe applied directly to the forehead.
Axe.
Axe applied directly to the forehead.
I don't think they got that commercial over in Denmark.
And I hate them for it. I revoke Article 5 for Denmark.
Article-
No,
I
I,
mean,
can't do that. Doc bought a
Head on.
gimme.
You guys know
Done.
head on, right? Head on. Apply directly.
I know what it is, but it's because of Gary's mod.
Ah. Head on,
Oh.
apply directly to the forehead. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on, apply. And he would just repeat that over and over again while this woman would just smear this chapstick to her forehead. And then the commercial would end with this guy yelling at the screen, I don't know what it is, but it works. Commercial over.
At least he was honest.
That's all the
That's
commercial was. Head on,
weird.
apply directly to the forehead. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. I don't know what it is, but it works.
How is that a commercial?
Fuck if I know, man. We were
They-
subjected to that for a good few months.
Yeah. Yeah.
I found it right now. I found it now, but there's no guy going. I don't know what it is, but
Oh, it might be like the second commercial they came out with. There was one part that they did do that.
All
It
right.
was- anyways,
I
So-
think it's a commercial in the same way that we had the Beaver commercial. Remember that, Nexus? The commercial that is so bad that you remember it.
BCC Beaver?
No.
You
Yeah, I
know?
think that's the one. Yeah. You know, the one where they're intentionally off key and everything.
Just please no.
Yeah, I think this is the same concept.
Yeah. Anyways, onwards and upwards into the Shadowfell. We're gonna stab
So
Tatiana in the heart. Something I don't know.
something like that. So Gobs,
Yeah.
you get a response already on a ship back to the capital. I will reach out to contacts. Where is this happening?
I did put the address in it.
Oh, I didn't see the address. I
Yeah,
will
that's
reach out
because
to
I just put in
contacts.
address because I don't have their
Yeah.
actual address.
I will reach out to contacts I have still at Neap and try to get them there. The name Nephalcarian is familiar to me, but I can't place where.
I presume I still have Otho's BlackBerry.
Yeah.
Do you want the reply in writing just so it is in writing?
You want me to do that, or are you
No,
going to
I'm
do it?
asking. Do you want me to put whatever she replies in writing? Or do
Whatever's
you want it just
easier
so?
for you.
Okay. It would just be a quick appreciated. Also exploring other avenues, just in case other people are there. Sent.
Go, Chariotto.
All right. I think that's about the contacts we have back there that are reliable.
I think once we get back to Neap, we owe Chariotto another favor if he needs it.
He said he was on his way to the capital, so
Well, if we make it to the capital, then we owe him a favor.
I mean, we can contact Angelo as well and warn him that Carrie might be heading for the docks afterwards.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh, fuck
Meow,
me.
meow, meow, meow.
I
Turn
hate
off the
that
phone.
I'm gonna pick it up.
It's Greta is calling you.
Yeah, I'm answering.
Gobs.
Yeah, I know.
Who's this man I just killed?
Who did you kill?
The crazy guy in the suit, the weird Scottish dwarf talked to me about. He walked in the door smiling and said, "Oh, you're Gobs' friend." And you know the shotgun. You know the shotgun I'm not supposed to have? Yeah, I shot him in the face.
Yeah. Okay, listen here. That guy split his own arm in front of us and didn't blink. He is not dead. You start running.
Okay, well, he's not blinking now because he doesn't have a face.
Yeah, start running. I don't care.
Okay. All right. I know a guy. I'm gonna get on a boat. I'm gonna go to my mom's.
Okay. A bunch of suits are gonna be by your shop soon. A bunch of things are gonna be happening. Please call me when you're safe, okay?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get on a ship, and then probably a wagon, and then probably something else. Because remember, she lives in Phaeton. All right. So it'll be a little bit, but yeah, he's not moving. Are you sure he's gonna go back to life? Oh Lord. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. His tongue is hanging out of his cheek. Oh God. Oh.
Can you double tap him?
Oh, you hear blam. Oh God. Yep. That. Something's spilling out of his stomach now. Oh God. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, leave.
Ooh,
Just leave him where
that
he is.
smell. Oh God. Oh, did he poop? Oh, he pooped himself. This is awful. This is awful. And you can hear her kind of running, and you can kind of tell by the echo she's down the street. Oh, this is trash can, gun. Right, that's what you do. Guns and the trash can, and then I'm running. Right. I'll call you. I'm gonna go meet Jeffries. You remember him, right? Right, the half centaur.
Yeah, kind of. The guy
Yeah,
who's
yeah,
Which
yeah, he's
half
the,
elf man, right?
yeah. Well, he's the weird one where like his half that centaur is just the top half. I think he's just a human and he's really drunk, but it's the wrong half that centaur. The wrong
Yeah,
centaur. The
yeah, he's
not
the one
cent-
he's the one with the system that's just a horse, right?
right, which I'm pretty sure is not his sister. I think they're in love, and I try not to judge, but I don't think that's legal. And I also don't understand how he got a horse out here. But yeah, I'm gonna go see him, and then maybe I'll borrow his sister to ride her. That sounds awkward. To Peyton. But you know what I mean. You
Yes,
know what I
yes.
mean, right?
I
Because
know what you mean,
I'm bottom anyways. Anyway, I'm good. I'm leaving, and she hangs
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, no. This just recalls to mind our debate back in the day when we talked about if there was a half elf and a half dwarf, which half would be half? Would it be a short top and long legs?
I'm just gonna sit down on the floor.
Yes, Nari. Ride the sister into the sunset.
So, Rita shot Carrie in the face with a shotgun.
Good for her.
Did you make sure it was Carrie and not some innocent bystander?
He said he matched description, large eyebrows. I think she said he went by Carrie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And she shot him again in the stomach.
Oh, good.
From the description, he was very dead.
Well, who knows for how long? I doubt he dies that easily.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just went to a different body. It seems like his body was manufactured.
We don't really know the details of his physiology. For all we know, he could just be a puppet. The constructs seem to be the theme of the day.
I know that my arm did not want anything to do with his blood.
He might not be real blood.
Maybe he just has some weird kind of self-resurrection or something when he dies.
He might be, I don't know, like sweet tea or something. Who knows what his blood's really made out of? Syrup or
Maybe he-
something?
Maybe he's
How
just
did you know
completely
what I was
diabetic.
drinking?
Wait.
So, I'm guessing we have a different problem now.
Tea, Nari, sweet tea.
Sweet tea, yes.
If the
as
other
in
thing's
the American.
sweet, if the other thing is sweet, that means that they're very diabetic.
Diabetes. They have the
Yeah.
diabetes.
They have diabetes.
Diabetes.
So, now your ex is fleeing, leaving
Yes.
town,
Yes.
and she has murdered someone,
Yes.
and all the authorities are coming to her place. Isn't
Also,
that
yes.
bad?
Oh, it
Yes.
depends on your well, I mean, the alternative is she's dead or captured, being threatened to be killed while we're on a phone conversation with. I think she's in a better situation overall.
Well, yes, but not now. This person is dead. She's fleeing, and this other guy is dead. I forgot his name right now, and the only relation to both of them is Gobx.
Who
Well,
luckily has an alibi.
yes. So what's the problem?
Well, we are not anywhere near. They don't know that. Anyways, what the heck? He just pulled out a shotgun. What?
It's her shop. He intruded. She has a shotgun in the shop. Why are you surprised that she has one?
It didn't sound like she had a license for it.
Do you need a license for a gun?
I don't know.
You don't. I think. Well, it's just my elderly
fair.
patients who have special permissions.
It's a prescription shotgun.
Well, you know, when
Wait,
you
she
get up
talked
in...
about how she wasn't supposed to have one.
It was not necessarily a legally acquired firearm.
Yeah, that is also true. It's not registered or anything.
So we have some steel to go get.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, there's literally nothing we can do about what's happening on the other side of the ocean or sea
mean-
or water thing. What is
Not
it
unless-
classified as?
Not unless we're able to teleport there, which how? I can teleport like to
Ask
there,
him.
points to the nearest door.
Ask him. Maybe some
I
more
think-
hot dogs will buy us a teleportation.
I think teleporting there is only going to go against us at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think focusing on the steel is probably
I
best.
don't know teleportation. I never had a need for it.
Teleport bread.
I've done nothing but teleport bread for the past 6 hours.
I couldn't teleport just bread, but maybe I need to learn Arcane Gate to the refrigerator. That would work. I'll work on that. I'll send a letter with you if you go to my sister's. I'm sure she has a scroll of it she can send back.
Does your sister know of a way to get into the Shadowfell? Oh, I'm sure yes, your library probably has it. Yes, yes.
Yeah, she might not know it herself, but I'm sure she's got a documentation of it somewhere. I also realized I went a bit of Ringo on that. I'm sorry.
The four Beatles. It's the four Beatles. It's
The
four of us.
Beatles, yes.
It's four of us.
Ringo
played
isn't even the
music.
best drummer in the Beatles.
It's the only one that hasn't been blown up or attempted to so far. He's literally the only one that has not had a murder attempt against him.
This guy? Dryden?
No, Ringo.
Oh,
The
Ringo.
Beatles.
Oh,
I mean-
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, because Lennon literally got killed. The
Mhm.
the other one, McCartney's had a couple attempts. The other guy literally got stabbed 22 times in his home and then died a year later from complications and surgery from it.
Jesus. I didn't
Yeah.
realize they died like that.
Oh yeah, Lennon got flat out killed. He got
Yeah,
shot. to
Shot
death.
in the
And
face.
I know he got shot.
Not in the
But the
face.
rest of them I didn't know got killed.
Well,
George
McCarthy's
Harrison?
still alive. He's just had attempts on him.
Oh.
Paul McCartney, not McCarthy.
Like rapid fans or
Bit of both. Rabid fans, rabid haters. And then never can remember the fourth guy.
Harrison. George Harrison.
Yeah, Harrison. Harrison had somebody break into his home and stab him. He got stabbed like 20 times.
what the fuck?
And it wasn't that being stabbed is what killed him. It's basically because he was already sick with cancer or something like that. And basically that trauma to his immune system was enough that the whatever sickness he had killed him like within the year of that happening.
Yeah.
Okay, that fair enough.
Not really, but it still happened.
Yeah. Tumors. They say that the attack affected his health and that caused a resurgence of his cancer.
Yeah. Jacked up his immune system.
Well, yeah, your immune system would be
Very
jacked up fighting being
pertinent
stabbed.
information for this campaign.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. I was
Look, I'm just saying. I
on a bit
do
of
need-
Ringo.
Yeah,
Well,
you want to
Ringo's
stab us.
alright.
I hear you.
I've got to come up with a new NPC to have that voice. Just because it's fun. I enjoy that accent.
All right.
Anyways,
We are going to the desert? Or are we going to the
Yeah.
Shadowfell? Or are we
Uh,
going to the mines?
I think we're going to the desert to
The mines? Oh, the mines in the
wanna go-
desert.
So
Yeah, I
the
mean-
mines are going to be like here,
Okay.
like a day and a half, 2 days travel to get to the abandoned copper
And
mines.
then her thing is way off over here, like a month away.
Yes,
the
it will
mountain,
be
literally.
several weeks of journeying through southern Arizona,
Oh.
New Mexico.
that's
It'll be
okay.
more New Mexico.
Mm.
We need some water and some clothes to shield us from the heat.
Wait, you're saying we should put on more clothes in the heat?
You need to be protected from the sun.
But
Be-
it gets warm. Shouldn't you then take off?
Yes. Have you ever had a sunburn?
Well, no.
Hmm.
Have you seen the weather in Neap?
Yeah.
It is either foggy, rainy, or cloudy.
Hmm.
All three.
Well, when you test your little theory about taking off your clothes in the sun, you go talk to Otho and you come back to me, and I'll give you an I told you so.
All right.
Skin cancer is a very real problem, Abraham.
Unless
Some
you can
legends
shed
are-
your skin, which Otho immediately does.
Then eats
Otho,
it.
Otho stands there and sneezes, and it just there's a second Otho in front of him.
So I will try
how
to
did the skin have its clothes? That's the part I don't understand.
I will
That-
try
that's
to
because
explain.
Go
It's
ahead,
not clothes,
Otho.
it's body paint.
Go ahead, Otho.
I will try to explain it to you, dear Milla. So when you go out into the sun, your skin, of course, absorbs much of the radiation and heat coming from it. And as that happens, eventually your skin can't absorb anymore and it turns red, so it feels like you've been burnt. Because that is what's happening. You are technically burning alive. The reason you wear more clothes, usually white clothing, is to reflect some of the heat and the radiation off of you. It will be warm, but you will not be burnt.
In addition, your
everybody knows
clothing
whites
absorbs
are
your
good at
sweat,
reflecting.
which helps you cool.
That too. So that is why you wear more clothing when traveling in the desert. And when it becomes night in the desert, it becomes freezing.
Why?
Because there's nothing to contain all the heat, it just dissipates. It is just an open field of wind.
Okay, so more clothes. Okay, got it.
And since you have a lot of white clothes on, well, doesn't matter, it's white, but you have a decent amount of clothes on, it'll help keep you warm as well.
Okay. Okay,
Yes.
I think I understand.
Yes. But we'll still bring some sunscreen along just in case. Maybe I should go find some aloe vera too.
Some what?
Aloe vera. It's a weird little cactus plant full of gel.
Oh, wait, I think I know one of those.
Yeah,
That
you can
gets you high
find
as
it in
fuck, man.
Talah's book if you want.
It gets you high. No, it doesn't get you high. It's used in drinks.
Oh yeah, definitely it's used in drinks.
No.
I think
I
we're
think
talking about different plants.
Definitely.
This is why this group never gets anything done.
And you love it.
I'm just hanging out. That's what I get to do. Soundscreen's over there seething. He's rocking back and forth in his chair, going, "These mother just not going to do anything, are they?"
You know what he signed up for.
To be fair, that's my mindset in every campaign ever. Both as a player
We've
and
been
a DM.
standing here eating hot dogs for hours.
We got our hot dogs an hour and 20 minutes ago, and they're still eating them.
Like, I'm just proud you guys actually directly took action after seeing a murder. And I'm just happy about that. No, when you said
So-
when you
Person
said
got stabbed to death. That is interesting. Do we see anybody else that might have seen this murder? You see nobody else that might have seen this murder, and nobody else is taking action to help correct it. That is so cool.
I do also want to say whenever had Gary say he's going to count to 20, and you said I just need 10, in my brain I was like, oh, he's not even going to have his thoughts together before this kid's dead. I was like, I thought 20
And then he
count
said
was
that
short.
I'm an 8. I was like, you're more like a 5. I was thinking like, I'm an 8 out
Put a
of
pull the
10. I
trigger
look good. It's like, nah, you're more like a 5. Oh.
Anyways, it was late in the night, right?
Mhm.
Or was it-
Now it's getting on about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night.
yeah. I believe we should go back and rest, and then we can go prepare for
Yeah.
whatever journey tomorrow.
Correct. Let's rest up.
I will say
Okay.
that I'm not gonna miss prom all that much.
Nobody should.
He didn't deserve to go like that.
The alternative was me beating him to death in the street.
And the other
No, you
alternative
beat
was
each other all the time, just not to death.
No, you are right. We didn't beat each other to death because then we'd get arrested. That is probably the only reason we never did that. I have been inches away from giving him a sidewalk smile. If not for the fact that one of his fucking trolls tackled me, he would not have any natural teeth.
The stitching and dentistry involved in such a procedure is dreadfully boring. It takes so long.
Remember when we all went to him to talk that time?
Yes.
I was fully expecting to put him in the ground that day.
So many murderous tendencies.
so little time.
I feel like
Indeed.
we need to talk a lot.
You guys got a lot of pent up emotions. It's making me very uncomfortable. A hostile work environment comes to mind.
Indeed,
I'll show
that
you
is
a
where
hostile
Nate is
work
at
environment.
this moment.
All right. Let's get back to the inn.
But, you know,
here's some here's some pearls, Nate. What? What's that for? No, just put them on so you can clutch them whenever you feel scared. Oh gosh.
Did Mr. Grissom just give Nate a pearl necklace?
Yeah.
Please no.
If I'm being honest, if I ever do save up enough money and I'm able to find his body, then yeah, I'll probably resurrect him.
Just so you can put them in the
No, you
ground
wouldn't.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah, just so you can put
Yeah.
them in the ground again.
yeah.
Well, I ain't doing it.
Hmm.
And
You
I'll
are
probably not to kill
so-
him, just to... No, I think it's best to just leave him where he is now.
Yes. Now we rest and we get up. Wait, do we all get up? GM, confirm.
Yeah, everybody wakes up just fine.
Okay, okay.
And no sign of Talah?
If you remember correctly, she had her own room.
Yeah, but like
I'm gonna knock.
you haven't seen her at all. She just left.
Yeah, she answers back through the door that she's there, but still not feeling well.
Okay.
So for Nate, I mean, I would think you would understand this. This is the first time she's really been involved in something like this, where through her actions, people have died. So it's a bit emotionally taxing
Yeah.
for her. She's not as used to it because she didn't even really hunt, right? So you're even more used to the, I went out and I killed animals for food type stuff. So that helps a little bit with the emotion of dealing with, hey, I killed people. right? You didn't have a choice; you had to do it. But
Yeah. Yeah, Nate still doesn't like it, but yeah, he does have a bit more. Yeah. Okay. Well, that is fine. We'll be going shopping.
You just really pull a
Yes.
shopping on a woman.
Fine.
Well, that reminds me, the 3,500 should be divided as well, yes?
Yes. I think so.
Let's do that while we remember it.
so
Slide
I
Talah's share under the door, one coin after another.
700
so
coins later.
here's what I'm gonna say.
Just
At
stacked
this
up.
point of you knocking on her door, that's actually where I want to end the session. Because as you guys prep and potentially head either to Ikvortana or to the mines, whichever you guys are going to do next, we are definitely going to want Talah to be there for that.
Good.
So I think this is a good place to stop. We can pick up here with you guys dealing with that the next morning. I think that's a great place. So, yeah, I know it's been a while since we've played that. It's been a month and a half since we played this campaign. So for anybody watching, I appreciate you watching in. Again, part of the delay was because we had people out of town, and then another part of it was Cyntari running his campaign to allow me more time to try to figure out everything I'd accidentally lost when I wiped my computer. So if there will be, I'm sure there will be a couple more inconsistencies in the future. But thankfully we left Neap, so a lot of those notes, those interactions aren't going to be relevant until we go back to Neap. So, and by then nobody will remember anything. So I can make it all up again.
What are we doing?
And sorry to all the prom fans out there, he's not coming back.
I expect our loyal viewers to just berate us when we get something wrong and correct us in the comments.
Mhm.
No, what's going to happen is Cyntari's going to be doing all of that, but he won't remember either, and he's just going to play it off like he remembers because he knows I won't remember even
Yes.
now saying that he's going to do this.
Correct. This happens all too often.
Constantly.
I can bullshit, and he doesn't remember, and neither do I. So we just roll with it.
Yeah, and I just assume he's correct because even if he's not, it's not going to be worth that effort.
Exactly. I'm an asshole.
Exactly.
No.
Lovable though. Lovable. But anyways, thanks for everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for playing.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay!
Soundstream is